My name is Erin Griffith, and I'm the educator here at Silver City Museum. I just want to thank all of you for staying in tonight and joining us for our Storytime at the Museum Bedtime Story Series. Now tonight we are very lucky to be able to have two fantastic readers, Angelica, Padilla and Nena Benavidez, read for us tonight. Now they're two wonderful members of the community here at Silver City that have stepped forward and offered to come join us and read this amazing book, Little Javelinas, by Susan Lowell and illustrations by Jim Harris. Now, Little Javelinas may sound familiar, and it is a little bit close to Three Little Pigs, but with a Southwestern kick. Before we move on and start hearing our story, I just want to speak to the grown-ups here a little bit and let you know that if you can, we really appreciate your donations. Now, all of our programs that we offer here at the Silver City Museum are free. They always have been, even before we've had to go online. But if you can, please donate. We generally have a $5 suggested donation. And like everyone else in the world, we're experiencing hard times today. So any cent that you can really helps to keeping our staff going, our museum going. And if you can't, that's fine too. Really the best gift that you can give us is being here with us tonight and giving us your support. That's what we really need. And your support can come in many different fashions. It can be monetary, or it can be by giving us your feedback, which is something that we very much need. It helps us know what we're doing right, what we could do better, issues that you'd like us to address that maybe we haven't or haven't enough. We want to serve our community, and you telling us how is really the best way that we can do that. So throughout the course of this video, if you're watching from home or if you're listening to me live, there will be some links, and also at the end, there will be some links where you can fill out a survey to give us some feedback. Or if you would like to make a donation, there will be a link to that, and that's at silvercitymuseumsociety.org/fundraising. Also, we encourage you to visit our website where these videos are posted, along with plenty other links to interesting content, upcoming programs, events, and some past events like this that we've had if you can catch up on. Or maybe it's another night when we don't have a storytelling session, but these are reusable. So I hope that you get some use out of them as much as you can. And with no further ado, Nena and Angelica, everyone snuggle in, get ready, and here we go. I think it's time for our story. See you later.
Their backs were heavy, and their bony legs all the way down to their hard little hooves were very hairy. But their snouts were soft and pink. One day, the three little javelinas trotted away to seek their fortunes. In this hot, dry land, the sky was almost always blue. Steep purple mountains looked down on the desert where the cactus forest grew. Soon, the little javelinas came to a spot where the path divided, and each one went their separate ways. Here they are. Here's our three little javelinas.
Había una vez, desierto adentro, dos pequeños jabalíes que tenían una hermana, la javelinita. Los jabalíes son animales salvajes de pelo duro, primos de los puercos. Sus cabezas están cubiertas de duras cerdas que también cubren sus lomos y delgadas patas, hasta las pezuñas pequeñas y duras. Pero sus hocicos son suaves y rosados. Un día, los tres jabalíes salieron a buscar fortuna en el desierto caliente y seco. El cielo estaba casi siempre azul. Altas montañas moradas miraban desde arriba de las selvas de cactus. Pronto, los jabalíes llegaron a un lugar donde de camino se dividía. Cada uno tomó un camino diferente. Mira, caminando por el desierto, los tres jabalíes.
The first little javelina wandered lazily along. He didn't see a dust storm whirling around the desert until it caught him. The whirlwind blew away and left the first little javelina sitting in a heap of tumbleweeds. Brushing himself off, he said, "I'll build a house with them." And in no time at all, he did.
El primer jabalí siguió caminando, despreocupado y sin apuro. No vio el remolino de una tormenta de tierra que atravesaba el desierto, hasta que lo alcanzó. El remolino pasó y lo dejó sentado sobre un montón de arbustos rodantes. Entonces se levantó y, sacudiéndose de polvo, dijo: "Me voy a hacer una casa de estos arbustos." Y así lo hizo.
Then along came a coyote. He ran through the desert so quickly and so quietly that he was almost invisible. In fact, this was one of Coyote's many magical tricks. He laughed when he saw Tumbleweed House and smelled the javelina inside. A tender, juicy piggy, he thought. Coyote was tired of eating mice and rabbits.
En eso apareció un coyote. Corría por el desierto rápido y silencioso, casi invisible. En realidad, este era solo uno de los muchos trucos del coyote. Él rió cuando vio la casa hecha con arbustos y olió el jabalí adentro. Un jabalí tierno y jugoso, pensó. Estaba cansado de comer ratones y conejos. Muy cansado el coyote.
He called out sweetly, little pig, let me come in." "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chins," shouted the first javelina, who had a lot of hair on his chinny chin chin. "Then I will huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," said Coyote. And he huffed and he puffed and he blew the little tumbleweed house away. But in all the hullabaloo, the first little javelina escaped and went looking for his brother and sister. Coyote, who was very sneaky, tiptoed along behind him. Wow, he got really blown away.
Coyote dijo con voz dulce: "Jabalí, mi lindo jabalí, déjame entrar." "Ni por las cerdas de mi barbarbarbía", gritó el primer jabalí, que tenía un montón de cerdas en su barbarbarbía. "Entonces voy a soplar y resoplar y tu casa derrumbar", dijo Coyote. Y Coyote sopló y resopló y la casa de arbustos rodantes derrumbó. Pero con todo el revoltijo, el pequeño jabalí se escapó y salió corriendo en busca de su hermano y de su hermana. Coyote, que era muy taimado, lo siguió de lejos sin hacer ruido.
The second little javelina walked for miles among giant cactus plants called saguaros. They held their ripe red fruit high in the sky, but they made almost no shade, and the little javelina grew hot. Then he came upon a Native American woman who was gathering sticks from inside a dried up cactus. She planned to use these long sticks called saguaro ribs to knock down the sweet cactus fruit. The second little javelina said, "Please, may I have some sticks to build a house?" "Ha'u," she said, which means yes in the language of the desert people.
El segundo jabalí caminó y caminó entre los gigantes cactus saguaros que mostraban orgullosas sus frutas rojas, pero los saguaros casi no daban sombra y él tenía cada vez más calor. En eso, el pequeño jabalí se encontró con una mujer que estaba recogiendo palos de dentro de un saguaro seco. Con estos palos, llamados costillas de saguaros, que hacer caer la dulce fruto de los cactus. El segundo jabalí le dijo, "Por favor, ¿podría darme unos palos para hacer una casa?" "Ha'u", dijo la mujer, que quería decir sí en el idioma de la gente del desierto.
When he was finished building his house, he lay down in the shade. Then his brother arrived, panting from the heat. And the second little javelina moved over and made a place for him. Here they are, the two brothers sleeping. It's really hot outside.
Cuando el jabalí terminó de hacer su casa, se acostó a descansar a la sombra. Luego llegó su hermano, muerto de calor, y el dueño de la casa le hizo un lugarcito. Mira los jabalíes acostaditos.
Pretty soon, Coyote found the saguaro rib house. He used his magic to make his voice sound just like the other javelinas. Little pig, let me come in," he called. But the little javelinas were suspicious. The second one cried, "No, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." "Bah," thought Coyote, "I'm not gonna eat your hair." Then Coyote smiled, showing all his sharp teeth. "I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." So he huffed and he puffed, and all the saguaro ribs came tumbling down. But the two little javelinas escaped into the desert. Still not discouraged, Coyote followed. Sometimes his magic did fail, but then he usually came up with another trick.
Al poco rato, Coyote encontró la casa hecha con costillas de saguaro. Con su habilidad de artista, Coyote hizo que su voz sonara como de un pequeño jabalí. «Jabalí, mi lindo jabalí, déjame entrar», dijo Coyote. Pero los jabalíes tienen sus sospechas. El segundo jabalí le gritó, «No, ni por las cerdas de mi barbilla». «Va», pensó Coyote, «lo que me voy a comer no son sus cerdas». Y entonces dijo con una sonrisa que mostraba todos sus afilados dientes, Voy a soplar y resoplar y a su casa derrumbar. Y Coyote sopló y resopló y la casa de costillas de saguaro derrumbó. Pero los dos pequeños jabalíes se escaparon al desierto. Sin perder el ánimo, Coyote los siguió. A veces sus trucos no funcionaban, pero siempre se le ocurría alguno de nuevo. Mira los jabalíes corriendo por el desierto.
The third little javelina trotted through beautiful palo verde trees with green trunks and yellow flowers. She saw a snake sliding by, smooth as oil. A hawk floated around and around above her. Then she came to a place where a man was making adobe bricks from mud and straw. The bricks lay on the ground, baking in the hot sun. The third little javelina thought for a moment and said, "May I please have a few adobes to build a house?" "Sí," answered the man, which means yes in Spanish, the brickmaker's language. Here he is with all the adobe bricks.
La javelinita, a su vez, caminó bajo unos hermosos árboles llamados palo verde, de troncos verdes y flores amarillas. Vio una víbora que pasaba deslizándose, fluida como el aceite. Un halcón flotaba en el cielo, dando vuelta arriba de ella. En eso, la javelinita llegó a un lugar donde había un hombre que estaba haciendo ladrillos de adobe con paja y barro. La javelinita pensó por un momento y dijo, "Por favor, ¿podría darme unos ladrillos de adobe para hacer una casa?" "Yes", le contestó el señor, que como saben que decir sí en inglés.
So the third javelina built herself a solid little adobe house, cool in summer and warm in winter. When her brothers found her, she welcomed them in and locked the door behind them. Coyote followed their trail. Here is the brothers coming to her house, seeking refuge.
Así fue como la javelinita se hizo una sólida casa de adobe, fresca en verano y caliente en el invierno. Cuando sus hermanos la encontraron, ella les dio la bienvenida. Los hizo entrar y cerró la puerta, pero el coyote les había seguido el rastro. Mira la javelinita con sus hermanos, dándoles bienvenidos.
Little pig, let me come in, he called. The three little javelinas looked out the window. This time, Coyote pretended to be very old and weak, with no teeth and a sore paw. But they were not fooled. "No, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin," called back the third little javelina. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in," said Coyote. He grinned, thinking of the wild pig dinner to come. "Just try it," shouted the third little javelina. So Coyote huffed and puffed, but the adobe bricks did not budge. Again, Coyote tried. "I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in. The three little javelinas covered their hairy ears, but nothing happened. The javelinas peeked out the window. Here they are, scared, hiding.
Javelinita, mi linda javelinita, déjame entrar, dijo Coyote. Los tres pequeños jabalíes miraron por la ventana. Esta vez, Coyote parecía muy viejo y débil, sin dientes y con una pata lastimada. Pero no les engañó. No, ni por las cerdas de mi barbilla, le contestó la javelinita. Entonces voy a soplar y resoplar y tu casa derrumbar, dijo Coyote, y sonrió, pensando en la deliciosa cena de cochinitos salvajes que iba a comer. Pues prueba, le gritó la javelinita. Y Coyote sopló y resopló, pero la casita de adobe ni se movió. Coyote hizo un segundo intento. Voy a soplar y resoplar y tu casa derrumbar, gritó. Los tres pequeños jabalíes se agacharon y se cubrieron las orejas. Pero no pasó nada y entonces fueron a espiar por la ventana.
The tip of Coyote's raggedy tail whisked right past their noses. He was climbing upon the tin roof. Next, Coyote used his magic to make himself very skinny. The stovepipe, gasped the third javelina. Quickly, she lighted a fire inside her wood stove. What a feast it will be, Coyote said to himself. He squeezed into the stovepipe. I think I'll eat them with red chili sauce. Whoosh, sizzle. Here he is, making himself skinny.
La punta de la raida cola de Coyote pasó frente de las narices de los tres pequeños jabalíes. Coyote estaba subiéndose al techo metálico. Luego, con uno de sus trucos, Coyote se volvió muy flaquito. ¡La chimenea! Exclamó la javelinita. Rápidamente fue y encendió el fuego en la estufa de leña. ¿Qué banquete me voy a dar?, pensó Coyote, mientras se metía por la chimenea. Me parece que los voy a comer con una salsa picante de chiles. ¡Uf! ¡Sí! Mira el Coyote con sus trucos de hacer bien flaquito.
Then the three little javelinas heard an amazing noise. It was not a bark. It was not a cackle. It was not a howl. It was not a scream. It was all of those sounds together. Yip, yap, eep, yow! Away ran a puff of smoke shaped like a coyote.
Enseguida, los tres pequeños jabalíes oyeron un ruido increíble. No era un ladrido ni un alarido, tampoco en un aullido. Era todos esos sonidos juntos. ¡Ay! 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 Y vieron salir corriendo de una nube de humo con forma de coyote. Ay, el coyote fue lastimado.
The three little javelinas lived happily ever after in the adobe house. And if you ever hear Coyote's voice way out in the desert at night, well, you know what he's remembering.
Y los tres pequeños jabalíes vivieron felices comiendo perdices en tu casa de adobe. Y si tú alguna vez escuchas aullar el coyote a los lejos, bueno, ya sabes de ya sabes de qué está acordando. Ah, mira el coyote. Ayudando.
All right, thank you so much. You guys did such a great job. Everyone, let's give her a little round of applause for Angelica and Nena. Hey, didn't they do so good? That was one heck of a coyote howl. I would talk about a yip. That's the best yip I've heard. So I want to thank you everybody for coming out tonight and for listening to this wonderful story. Three Javelinas is available for purchase from the museum store. You can purchase that by visiting www.silvercitymuseum.org, silvercitymuseumsociety.org. And under fundraising, you can also make a donation. That is greatly appreciated. And first, I also, before we say goodnight, I want to say thank you, Sarah. Thank you, JJ. Thank you, Sebastian, Josh, Braden, all of our friends that join us from Las Cruces and other neighboring communities. Thank you for coming out tonight. And please come back in 2 weeks on May 31st. We're going to have the mayor of Silver City is going to be reading The Tortoise and the Jackrabbit, another book by, this is another book also by Susan Howell with illustrations by Jim Harris. And we'll be making that available to you in bilingual format as well. Also, before you go, please remember to click on that link and fill out that survey. It's just a very short, just a few minutes, but this is the kind of information that lets us keep doing what we're doing and helps us improve as we go. It's so important, and we thank you so much. And I just really hope everybody has a great night and snuggles in and sleeps well and dream great dreams of three little javelinas tucked in away in a nice, safe adobe home. Thank you very much. Good night.